So Imaginer Lily Sabo Pinella, I hope I didn't butcher that name, asked, is there a major difference in how to handle your workflow for multi-day events versus single-day events? And we, on the podcast episode that we just recorded, we kind of touched on this a little bit. I'm wondering, so Lily, please go and listen or watch to that that conversation. But I'm wondering, Charmi, is there any other major differences in your workflow aside from like the culling and editing process for multi-day and single-day events?
I think a couple of things. One, making sure you're stacked with cards.
Ooh,
because you gonna run out.
That's for sure.
Luckily for me, I don't stress about it anymore because as soon as I have it edited, which is the same day now because of Imagine, and then it's up in the cloud and it's backed up, it's okay. It's okay to format the card. That was my rule in previous years. It's like, you don't format any cards until that wedding has been delivered. Now this speed makes that a lot easier. So there is that, but you do have to think about making sure that you have enough cards. But the other thing is just staying organized in your file system, like making sure that the events aren't crossing over. Because when you're shooting 4 days, the sheer quantity of photos you will have from 4 days of shooting will be overwhelming. And if they're all just going into one bucket, it's going to be exhausting. So that's 2. 3, it's like actually a glitch in my current matrix, and I'm working on how I can improve it. But let's say Friday morning, I shoot an event. I pull it onto my computer. I put it in Lightroom, and I'm done. But now, use the same cameras, didn't format the cards, go out and shoot the evening event, come back, and I've already moved the selects out of the raw folder. And so now I have to make sure I hunt through the timestamps on the cards so that I only move the evening images to the evening folder. This is the one place I have not come to a happy place. But just that, staying organized with my images and staying organized with the file structure is the biggest thing when it comes to multi-day weddings and workflow. And then, knowing where they are allows Lightroom also to keep them separated, which makes life easier.
Right. Yeah, with a single day event, I mean, it pretty much you're either doing one folder or you're saying getting ready photos, bride, groom, and then you're doing ceremony and reception, and that's it.
Yeah. That's not the case. I do not split up the wedding day like that because if I had, we'd have 12 folders by then. So for me, it's just ceremony, reception,